Welcome to TPM Vid's Disney Beat, where we talk about all things Disney. If this is your first time watching the channel, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. The Chippendale cartoon characters were created in 1943 by Walt Disney Productions. Their names are based off of the last name of the famous 18th century British cabinet maker, Thomas Chippendale. They aren't part of the Fab Five, but they're definitely some of the original characters that were seen in the park when Disneyland first opened in 1955. Now, before we go any further, there's probably a lot of you that don't know the difference between Chip and Dale, so we'll break it down. Chip. He has a black nose like a chocolate chip cookie and has one tooth. Dale, on the other hand, has a dark red nose and two spaced out teeth. Today, he'd definitely need braces. He also has a little bit of hair on the top of his head because, you know, he's cool like that. So now that we have that out of the way, today we're going to be looking at the history of Chip and Dale in the Disney parks and the fails and falls that have come with the characters. So here are the top 10 Chip and Dale character fails and falls. Number 10. The 1950s and 60s. When Disneyland first opened in 1955, a majority of the character costumes were borrowed from the Disney Ice Capade show, including the Chip and Dale costumes. Considering it's 1955, they don't look too bad compared to some of the other characters. It's a pretty close resemblance to the scale and look of the characters in the original Disney animated shorts. Now fast forward to 1960. At this time, Disney designed their own versions of Chip and Dale, which were a downgrade and a fail, to say the least, because they look nothing like their cartoon characters. They're actually kinda scary looking, and I don't blame this kid here for freaking out. The Ice Capade costume was much more accurate at representing the Chipmunks, but Disney used this 1960 version for 8 years until 1968. Number 9. The Giant Rodents. In 1968, Disney created an updated version of Chip and Dale, with much larger heads and eyes that resembled the cartoon characters a bit better, but they definitely weren't perfect. The head proportions were a bit too big and made the characters pretty tall. When you think of Chip and Dale from the animated shorts, you think of these small little cute rambunctious characters, not these giant rodents. So again, in a sense, this design was a fail by Disney, but these versions of the characters were still used for 13 years until 1981, when they evolved even further into the current look we know today. The current look has been used for the past 36 years, and they've been seen in every Disney park across the world, from Disneyland to Walt Disney World to the Tokyo Disney Resort. The only recent update Chip and Dale have received has been in 2008, when the articulated talking versions were used in the holiday stage shows at Magic Kingdom. They have fuzzier cheeks, and Dale now has the hair on his head like he has in the cartoons. Although these updates look great and should be used on a regular basis in the park, they only get used for stage shows and promo events. Now, like we said, Chip and Dale's look has definitely changed over the years, but one thing that seems to have remained the same is the energized characterization given to these characters in the park, which can be seen here in these old videos. Today, it seems like Chip and Dale have even more energy, especially at the overseas parks, which leads us to our next set of clips. Number 8. Now, this highly energetic energy overseas leads to one thing though: Chip and Dale falling over. A lot. Most of the falls come from the Tokyo Disney parks, like the last two clips you just saw. And there's more where those came from as well. Number 7. A Table is Waiting performed daily at the American Waterfront's Columbia Harbor at Tokyo Disney Sea until it closed March 17, 2017. The show used Chip and Dale to sing a song called My Tacos Is Wonderful. Grammatically, it's not correct at all, but you know, things get lost in translation, so we'll just go with it. In this clip, Chip gets ready to sing his big solo in the song, and then, well, you'll see. And the great thing about Chip and Dale being a pair is that whenever one of them falls, the other always reacts like, oh, there goes crazy Chip again. Number 6. We're still in Tokyo, but this time we're looking at Minnie, Oh Minnie. It's a show that's performed daily in Adventureland at Tokyo Disneyland, with the star being, well, Minnie Mouse. In the finale of the show, all the characters rush up to the platforms and are supposed to freeze on stage while the curtain goes down. Since they don't use the articulated heads in the show, when they freeze, it just looks weird, but anyway, keep an eye on Dale. To be fair, those platforms look very narrow, but at least he froze after he recovered. Number 5. It's Showtime was a variety show at Tokyo Disneyland that included guests, but starred Chip and Dale in some sort of quest to keep a gold acorn or something. Not really sure what's happening in the clips, kinda hard to understand. It's also really bizarre hearing howdy preceded by someone speaking Japanese. See? Anyway, it seems like Dale just can't catch a break and finds himself on the floor once again. Number 4. This time we're heading on over to Disneyland Paris and taking a look at the Disney Dance Express. It's pretty much the Paris version of the Move It, Shake It, Celebrate It street party at Magic Kingdom, and uses a recycled float from a 1998 parade. So it's pretty much the Paris version of the Magic Kingdom's once excessively overused castle float. This show features a bunch of dancers and Disney characters including Chip and Dale, who, like we said earlier, have a lot of energy in this show. This time, Chip is the victim, and if someone said he was trying to slide into home base or someone's DMs, we totally believe you. Number 3. We're heading back over to Tokyo at Disney Sea. During the spring season, Disney Sea has a show called Welcome to Spring. It's a very creative title. At the end of the show, Mickey, Minnie, Duffy, and Shelly May leave on a boat with Chip and Dale running after it to say bye. You probably get where this is going, but Dale doesn't just fall. He also gets a good little beating from his good pal Chip. Number 2. The Legend of Mythica was a water show at Disney Sea that played for 8 years and closed in September 2014. If you've been counting, this is gonna be Dale's 5th fall, and in this one, he totally face plants right into the pavement, but brushes himself right back up and gets on the boat before it leaves without him. Number 1. Dale. Poor Dale. We're closing this off with another clip from Minnie, oh Minnie. These platforms definitely have to be too narrow if Dale keeps falling. Wonder how many times he's fallen off this exact same platform that weren't caught on camera. So, what did you think of Chip and Dale's old costumes? And do you have a funny memory or experience with Chip and Dale at the parks? If you do, feel free to leave a comment below. If you have any videos from the Disney parks that you'd like to share with us to be used in future videos, follow the link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. Click the TPM icon on the screen to subscribe to this channel and check out some of these other videos, which we're sure you'll like.